Brian, we are just a few weeks away from Election Day, and the most recent Quinnipiac poll reveals that Hillary Clinton leads all candidates with 47% of the vote, while Donald Trump closely follows with 42%. As we all know, there have been a lot of controversy surrounding both candidates in this year's election, especially in recent weeks. It has led to a lot of change in different polls. Trump recently has been accused by multiple women of sexual misconduct in years past, while video continues to surface that backs these claims, as well as his attacks of former President and Hillary Clinton's husband, Bill Clinton. He also continues to claim that this election has been rigged against him. Last week, he was quoted saying that this election has been one big fix and one big ugly lie. The Washington Post also reports that his campaign has led to his real estate and name brand being damaged. Now, for Hillary Clinton, her infamous email scandal continues to follow her to this day. According to CNN, House Speaker Paul Ryan has responded to the newest documents released by the FBI's investigation of Clinton's private email servers. He says these documents further demonstrate Secretary Clinton's complete disregard for properly handling classified information. Time magazine also reports the recently stolen documents from the Clinton campaign from WikiLeaks. Clinton's campaign chairman, John Podesta, had many emails of regular communication with the campaign stolen and released. The majority of the emails show no wrongdoing, but do offer insight on Clinton's campaign inner workings. Time also reports a continuing back and forth with swing states, which will be even more important in this year's election than years past. As I said before, the Quinnipiac poll does have Clinton and Trump as heavy favorites. However, third-party candidates Gary Johnson and Jill Stein hold 7% and 2% of the votes, respectively. Wednesday is the final debate between Clinton and Trump and will be shown here on Q30. Reporting live from Quinnipiac University, I'm Owen Kingsley, Q30 News.
Brian, we're just 2 days away from the next presidential debate, and Quinnipiac University has released their newest national poll. Currently, it shows that Hillary Clinton has 47% of the vote as opposed to Donald Trump's 42%. Now, this poll comes after two scandals for each candidate coming out in recent weeks. Now, for Donald Trump, multiple women have come forward saying that he may have sexually assaulted them or have performed some sort of sexual misconduct against them, and this comes on the heels of the 2005 video where Trump made sexually lewd comments about the women. Trump says that this is a result of a smear campaign against him and says that this is all false stuff. Clinton, on the other hand, has a second email scandal. Her presidential chairman, John Podesta, has had his email account hacked by what is believed to be Russian hackers, not whistleblowers. These emails include anything between personal information and speeches given to Hillary Clinton on Wall Street, given by Hillary Clinton on Wall Street. Clinton has admitted to having close ties with Wall Street as well as being open to open trade. My apologies. Now, nothing has come from Clinton on this, but she may be commenting on this at the debates. Now, it seems as though that these scandals have not had much effect on the battleground states. Not too much has changed in the polling in three battleground states, North Carolina, Nevada, and Ohio. Nevada has Clinton in the lead, as does North Carolina, while Ohio has Trump leading, and that is very important because a Republican candidate has never won the election without winning Ohio. Now also mentioned in this poll are third-party candidates Gary Johnson and Jill Stein. Gary Johnson has received 7% of the vote, while Stein has received 2% of the vote. Now, a reminder, the third and final presidential debate will be this Wednesday, and the election is Tuesday, November 8th. For QNN, I'm Connor Voss.
Brian, with 2 days just before the third and final presidential debate and just 3 weeks before the election day, Quinnipiac found in its most recent presidential poll that 47% of voters are deciding to side with the Democratic nominee for president, Hillary Clinton, while 42% are deciding to side with Republican nominee Donald Trump. Despite Donald Trump, the election has been interesting in interesting in the fact that both candidates have some red flags with some voters. Despite Trump's issues with female voters in the recent months of the campaign, and nearly 10 women coming forward with stories of Trump coming forward towards them with unwanted sexual advances, which he bragged about in a 2005 video that emerged a couple weeks ago. He still isn't that far off from Hillary in the polls. Trump says that these accusations are false and made up by the corrupt media in order to get Hillary Clinton elected for president. Despite Hillary's slight lead in the polls, issues of trust with voters has plagued her throughout the campaign. WikiLeaks just released 3 transcripts of 3 paid speeches delivered to financial heavyweight Goldman Sachs, as well as a portion of her work-related emails that were on her private email server while she was Secretary of State. And WikiLeaks is still sitting on over 50,000 emails that they could release at any time before the election. With 3 weeks until the election, races remain tight in 3 key battleground states, with Hillary Clinton leading slightly in North Carolina and Nevada, and Trump leading slightly edging Clinton in the all-important state of Ohio. Third-party candidates Gary Johnson and Jill Stein are polling right now at 7% for Johnson and 2% for Stein. The third and final debate is this Wednesday at 9 p.m. and Election Day is on November 8th. Reporting live from Quinnipiac, I'm Cliff Nadel, Q30 News.